Hey everybody, welcome to another Tuesday Tea Talk. Except I don't have a face mask on today, but I am doing a hair mask. I have coconut oil in my hair, just at the ends. If you don't already know, I am obsessed with coconut oil. I use it every day, multiple times a day, on my skin, on my face, and I love it, and it's really, really good for your hair too. And I'm not drinking tea, I'm drinking a protein shake, so a couple things different. But today I wanted to talk about something that is a big focus with all of my clients, something that I have discussed with everybody, and it's something that I'm really big on working on with everybody, and that is training your mind. And it's really good to, train your body, work your muscles, do all that kind of stuff, but working your mind is something that takes practice. So what I mean by that is if you are just going to hope that you are going to use willpower to train every day and willpower to eat healthy all the time, it's not going to work because you're going to have days when your mind's going to say, nope, not today, and you're going to listen to it. So when I say train the mind, I'm talking about noticing resistance when you're going to do something. I'm talking about inner dialogue and just being aware of the things you say and that go on in your head, and are you listening to it, or are you noticing that it's happening and changing direction and trying to change those things? So you can start by practicing little things. So for example, say you after dinner, you don't really feel like doing the dishes. So, you're going to go sit down for a little bit and you're going to do them later when it never happens. Okay, or you're going to go get washed up for bed in 15 minutes once you sit down for a little bit and finish watching a show. To start training your mind, start with those little things. So when you're done dinner, do the dishes right away. Don't negotiate with that voice in your head that's telling you to just relax for a little bit. When you don't feel like brushing your teeth right after a meal, go and do it right away. So when you hear yourself in your head say, oh, let's wait a little bit, or I'm too tired, or do it later, recognize what's happening and try and change it right away. Do not negotiate, and don't give yourself time to kind of think about it and go back and forth with that good voice, bad voice in your head. So on the days, and I kind of experienced this today, so in my training, I was going to train after my clients. I had a really early morning, and the whole morning I was like, oh, I don't want to train today. I'm really tired, not feeling like it. And I recognized, what I was saying, and immediately was like, no, I'm just going to take action and I'm just going to do it. Because either I use that as an excuse and I listen to that voice and, don't train today, you can train extra hard tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Or you ignore it and that's it. There's no if, ands, or buts. You're not negotiating with anymore, and you do it, and that's exactly what I did. I didn't feel like it, but I didn't allow myself to listen to that and go home instead of going to the gym. And you know what? I didn't feel like it, right? I wasn't really, into it, but as soon as I put in my headphones and started warming up, I got in the zone because I know my positive triggers, which I've talked about in another video, that get me going. So knowing your positive triggers and that are going to help you kind of get going. So whether that be music or a quote or visualizing or whatever that is, know your positive triggers that are going to get you going to stop you from listening and giving in to the resistance to not do something, if that makes sense. So my tip for you guys is when you start is to start noticing your resistance and your inner dialogue. And when you're saying, I don't want to do this, I'll do this later, not right now, recognize that right away and do it. Just take action and do it. And start doing those with brushing your teeth and doing dishes and, training the little things, because after a while, it's just going to become second nature and you're going to start to do those things right away. So, that's a big part in training, because you can't rely on just wanting to do stuff all the time, because you're not going to want to train sometimes. You're not going to want to get up early and you're not going to want to do all these little things, but you need to start training your brain to react and notice that that inner voice in your head that's trying to get you to do otherwise, because that voice will stop you from achieving your goals, and if you listen to it, you will start to justify it. So start noticing what you're saying to yourself in your head and change it. That's it for today. So start practicing that on the little things. Thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.